Welcome to the campfire. Today, we're going to be playing some more Aska. So sit back, relax, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this. So I'm cleaning up after a actually rather disastrous battle. Blood Moon decided to come in while I was all the way across the map. That went great. Here we go. And that person clearly needs a bed. I get the feeling. Thought they would have... Yeah, that's better. Yeah, almost. There we go. They are good for fighting, though, so I'm going to set them up as part of the militia, so that next time I don't have to fight alone. I'm going to add the people who are good with bows. And then this guy. That person, actually, now that I look at it, isn't great for fighting, but having a few people to come and help beat up enemies will probably make things a little better. I love that if you save and exit, these guys will often T-pose. Works out wonderfully, let me tell you. And I'm clearly hitting the body right now. Now I'm breaking down the weapon. I mean, having all these bone fragments will be useful. Trying to have the hunters use more bone arrows. And we are getting metal from this, so it generally is a good idea just to break down all the enemy bodies as they're laying about. Metal scraps gives us more iron. It's not the most ideal way to get it, but it works. It only got this bad because I was running around to explore the rest of the island. One, to find other wolfar dens. Only found the one. I mean, we got one that's right next to us, but it's inactive. Supposedly they respawn, or eventually spawn. Also found another mine, so we could have just started right up next to the spawn point. Though there are 2 spires, which are not great. We're actually probably in a semi-decent location, all things considered. Time to just finish cleaning this all up. At this point, it's a matter of trying to get the base upgraded and expanded so that we're doing things regularly. Oh. Shoot. And so that some things aren't breaking down nearly as fast. Okay, we have enough. We have a lot of fiber sitting in here. Yes. Finally. I don't know why we've been so hard up on fiber. I have 1 craftsman working on armor, 1 and then 2 working on metal implements and carpentry. Kind of gotten rid of doing any kind of tier 1 or tier 2 materials. So we've got that going for us. And our next big upgrade will be I mean, yeah, I'm working on letting this be worked on. Though for some reason they're not making metal axes. So maybe I just need to pop that one to the top altogether so that it's just the first thing being made. Along with this. There we go. Maybe that's the thing that needs to happen here. I mean, I suppose one way to look at it is they might, I don't know. don't know if they need to make the item first, or if they need to make... if they'll make all the steps in between. So that's something I should take a look at, how it works. We don't need the stone tips anymore, or the stone blades. Yeah, I'm going to delete that and see if they just make axes. If they don't, well, then we bring back, make the metal parts. We need this to tier 2, which costs a lot of material. But let's have that started on. Because that'll expand also our capability of putting workers there. Bloomery. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You had no coal. That was half our problem here, which is why I made a bunch of coal. There we go. And stash you up with a bunch. You will want to eventually get somebody here who can just do the job. But at the moment, we don't use quite enough to warrant that. Eventually, yes, we will. There we go. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I can't put any in there, so this is gonna be fun. Alright, we're mostly armored up. I think the only thing we're missing is pants, which we just need a bunch of flax for. That'll help a lot in some of these upcoming fights, that just having the availability. Oh no, I want to move that over there. There. Other people can come and take a shirt and a hood. That way they can at least have cold protection for the upcoming winter, which is not going to be fun. But hey, we need to find fiber. A fair amount of it at this point. Because that's the only bottleneck for that. At which point having bark to turn into fiber will help. There. And then just finding fiber in general. Though I believe our farmer should be producing something here before too long. I guess I'm really not comprehending why they're not making any metal axes here. They keep making pickaxes and draw knives. And well, they've made a regular knife. But they haven't made the one thing that they need to make anything over here, which is an iron axe. Why is a great question. Yes, well, she's working on some of those things. Not the ones we need, but I don't quite... How do I arrange things so that they'll make what you need? We can get thatch. There's just not a lot of it going around. We need to expand the farmer. Farmer needs more rakes to be able to do it. Jumping over this fence is a pain, but it'll help keep things from happening with enemies. Let's see. We can put the rest down. It's not necessary right this moment. Now to try to figure out how to get these things going. So it looks like we just go that way. And they're making these without being told, hey, other things need to be made. So the question becomes, why are they not producing enough? And I don't know that answer. But I need to grab fiber. And our farmer really didn't make any fiber this month. Because he was missing the rake. But apparently the rake is also not as good as I was thinking. The wooden one. Does not last very long. That's the problem. Well done. Okay. I think I understand this slightly better now. So first, let's move these up. So we want specific tools to be made before the wood. But on top of that, so each of these items are only, this limit is what I want on the shelf here. That's going to be a different question and or problem. Let's move the bow up. And the next thing I'm going to do is assign another worker, Folk, because he has a, because we need to get that going. And as usual, I'm only going to have the one person on the wood. That's going to be the other thing, is I'm going to take one person off of all this other stuff. So we'll have two people working on all these other things, one person working on just the wood. That, in theory, should make this a little smoother flowing. Should. As far as those things, I'm going to take her off of any metal item, but everything else, I mean, she has extra time, let her do the other things. Then let's go back and look at our hunter's shop. That's over here. Now I'm going to add one person to this. So out of our builders, who is a decent hunter or could be a decent hunter? She could be. The thing I should be checking out right here, I should be putting Hilda in. Okay, that works. So we'll remove our last builder and have them in here, but we'll dismiss this guy because we can only have 3 builders. But we're gonna make, or 3 of these guys. But where I'm gonna take that other person to, because they do have a high crafting skill, is to the other workbench. Yeah, that's fine. That's all fine. So we come here. You are going to be assigned to this one. And there we go. That should, in theory, make things flow a little better through there. You... We need an axe. We do need an axe made. That's gonna be the problem, is, and that other person keeps like getting rid of her axe for some reason. But she needs the iron axe for making the wood. Well, we'll just take care of this problem by doing it ourselves. As usual. Well, Went on quite a side road there from what I was trying to do, but I think that will benefit us in the long run. What else did I needed fiber. That's what I was originally looking for. I was looking for fiber and I got sidetracked into other things. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that shot. Because I couldn't see the dang thing. Yeah. Oh, I can cancel the shot. And it's running me right into that. Not going there. Fiber. Here we go. Flax. This is what I need to make the last couple linen sheets. But I'm going to go ahead and work on taking out one of these just for fun. So now that we've slowed it down... Oh, come on. We slowed down. Now I want to hit you. There we go. More than slow enough. Do I not have a knife? Huh. Thought I had a knife. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. This might be a terrible decision, but I'm gonna start summoning more people. Because we need to get more builders, more workers, more just about everything. Alright. Good craftsman, let's go with that. And then we can put in even more here. Got 3 more back at the other spot. And I could up this to tier 3, which gives us even more people, I think. That's a good question. Ah, that allows us to add more to the militia, which makes some sense. We're gonna add you to the militia with your better hunting skill. There we go. Let's see how things are shaping up over here. Shafts and planks are still just not getting made. Why not? Well, no, they're getting made, just not being used over there. Or here. Beams are kind of the big thing being made and used. Which doesn't make any sense because we have all the shaft, or the shafts set first. But whatever. If I can up this to being done, we can get everything kind of made. Maybe I should make an axe and keep it for myself this time. There we go. And just do the manual labor. Okay, there is an axe in here. It's been used. So she threw it back in. Why? Is a great question. Who's the one that needs to be doing these things? Hedda. Where the heck is Hedda? It's a great question. Grunhild, Emmeline, Hedda. So you're this one. Yeah, you keep throwing this axe away, and I don't know why. keep it, you gosh darn. I'm gonna take your axe away and just see if maybe that helps you keep it. I don't get it. I done get it. And of course the farming just... Yeah, well, we don't have any compost. Growing, growing, growing. Well, not that it matters, because autumn's almost over. But... they should be able to get to the point of farming something. Ideally flax. So I still need a couple of these to make my pants. There we go. And we'll toss the extras in. Same with these. Let's get let's just store everything extra in there for now. Alright, we are fully kitted and armored up. So doing some of these other things will be easier. Ah, got flax regrowing right here. That's not stone. That's not gonna be stone. Let's take a look at some of these other things. Let's get this road started. Need a road maker. Kind of figured. This should speed up the, once we can get it finished. This road will be the fast travel way for the bloom guy. We need to realign this. That's, yeah. Pick up all this stone. Okay. So the path to that directly is going to be the problem. We can do it better than we were doing it. By a lot. Here we go. This will be a much straighter pathway. And for that, we can take all this stone. We can get it placed in, then we just got to make a road maker. We can get this tilled out. Because when they run faster on a road, they also use less stamina so they can get there and back faster. That is the idea. Got 30 seconds until the next villager arrives. Alright. Get more coal made. $11 at a time. Alright. 23. And so we'll keep working on getting little things taken care of. Try and streamline how everything's moving. It's going to be interesting. Don't we already have a guy named Folk? But we'll assign him to the crafter. We don't need a builder right this second anyways. What do you need? Or are you just coming to say hi? You're just coming to say hi. Okay. So first two things. The next two people will be builders. Just so that we can get a couple more things taken care of easily. I need to get water. Where's our water source? Oh, great. Alright, so we need to build another well. Where do we have... Here's another good spot. That'll be right here. Just need to gather sticks and stones. Things that might just break our bones. Yeah, I'm not happy with myself making that joke either. Don't worry about it. Well, while water was quickly becoming a problem, at least it seems like food isn't. So we've got that going for us. Which is why I don't mind expanding our villagers. Just because... I mean, I can fix the water really quick. Fill a few wells. Here we go. Don't think this is gonna finish this one. Yeah, we need one more. We've got all the gathering going down over here, so there's plenty of thatch if they get to it. This will put this together. There we go. More than enough water. That's 150 total. That slowly regenerates. Who's fighting with a wisp? You over here. Of course. Why'd you pick a fight with a wisp now? I suppose there was stuff to grab over here. Let's take this one on. Keep it from being a problem. Winter has begun. We've got 5 days in winter. And maybe I should start... That is something that we need to also do. Expand the defensive wall. Just a little bit. And I don't have a hoe. Why don't I have a hoe? Because I play video games on the internet. Yeah. This is so frustrating. Why does she keep... Why do you keep getting rid of... Who's the one that's supposed to be doing Hedda? Tells me that she's also ignoring what she's supposed to be doing. Yeah. Well, why are our woodcutters not gathering the wood they need? View tasks. Torbjorn. And can I... Wish I could just get rid of this altogether, but I can't. Oh, but I can set it to like 0. Let's do 2 and 2. Here we go. You guys focus on hardwood. Wait a minute. You can get there's all this hardwood up here. What the heck? All villagers are allowed. And if I look at it, yeah, there's 10 hardwood for 12. So why is she claiming she can't find it? Okay. Well, I don't understand. What are you? Yes, you need more coal. Just so many things I'm trying to take care of all at once, and I'm getting sidetracked every 5 minutes. I need one more firewood. I mean, yes, I should just... hire a guy and tell him to do this job for a minute. Really should have leveled out the entire area. That's on me. Well. We can always fix it in the long run. Well, here begins winter. Already we're being piled on by snow. But hopefully this gets finished here quickly enough. We only need one more nail. Granted, I could just... Do I even have... I don't have an axe. Why do I do this? Why do I make an axe and then put it away? Well, it's not like they're using it because... Oh no, they made another one. Cool. I will grab that axe. And I'm going to start working on shafts because they keep not. Yes, okay. Because they store both kinds in there, I'm going to have to keep grabbing them. I'm just going to start working on some of these materials myself. Because we need to get things done. And it takes forever for them to just do it. And sometimes they keep doing things in a weird order. That puts us up to 6. We can do 8. So that's what? 3 more logs I need to do. Is this still going? Yep. Okay. And that is done. We can get the coal where it needs to go. Oh, come on. I suppose I have a sword. It's over this way. Which, fortunately, is where the wall is, too. Alright. Where are you coming from? There's one of them. 3 and 4. Archer down. Get his shield out of the way. There we go. Whoa. There we go. So now we just gotta wait for some stamina and we can take this guy out. Alright. They theoretically come in waves. And I don't think anybody's managed to get past me yet. Come on. Where's the next ones? I mean, where they're appearing is here. At least in theory. Helps that we have armor this time. Compared to the last 2. Come on, where are you guys? Where are you? I'm ready to fight. How about you? And they're just not gonna come, are they? Oh, there's one. Alright. And it's a big sword guy. Let him do his thing. Whew. Now just wail on him mercilessly. And done. Break this birch while we're here. Oh, I was hoping they'd just appear already, but no. There's one. Or is that not a part of this set? Not a part of this set. That's part of that boss site that's over there. I'll start breaking him apart. We might get something interesting. Just keep watching for enemies to approach us. Kind of curious as to where our militia's gonna be at. But I guess because the enemies haven't even gotten to the town yet, that's why they're not doing anything. Yes, I filled up on coal. Alright, well, if they're not going to be showing up, I've got to go back anyways. We need to finish this wall at some point. Just so that we do have a little line of defense. Is that the case? Is I have to be out of the way before they'll spawn in? I get the feeling. Or it's time-based. It may very well be time-based. I just would have thought we'd have had to deal with one or two by now. I didn't see any notifications of anything getting attacked. Nothing. Nope, there they are. It's gotta be time-based. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, we got lucky on that one. Oh. There. And it recedes. Good. Back to working on things. Sweet. Wow. I kind of forgot that winter here is actually kind of realistic in that it's dark. Even at 8 a.m. A lot of games don't do that. But there we go. Alright, so we got 8. That means 2 more long sticks. I'm just gonna go grab the ones that I chopped up over here and drag them in. Then we'll start working on other things. These are hardwood. Where's the other stick? Now let's grab the bark, because we're running low on that. Okay, fine. I will cut down another tree. Alright, so we're working on just nails now. Which I don't think they have anything for it, so got the axe head in there for yet another axe. Which I think is the biggest problem, was that we were trading out axes to almost constantly, really. Alright, so next thing, I need a road maker. What does that cost? So I wasn't really thinking about it earlier, but now I need to. Wooden hoe. Where's the road maker? Ah, okay. So that's 2 sticks, 4 stone blade. Well, I know what to do there. Not that we use a whole lot of these, so I'm not going to have anybody make anything specific for it. Blizzard is coming. Winter is coming. Oh, come on. Alright. First, I need to make stone blade. And then make the road maker. So that I can finish that out. Put the stone blade in. Not that it's needed. Just get it out of our inventory. And who knows, it might be needed somewhere. And we'll go build the road out. Which, as you'll see, we already have the stat bonus. Better roads, walking down a path is never felt easier. What that does is you use less stamina and you move faster. So at some point, you know, way down the line, we'll probably set out roads to most major passages and other things that we need to do, as well as putting them throughout the village. Because that just will make sense to do. Let's get this tree stump out of the way. Yes, please. And give me this one, might as well. So we're gonna need all that firewood. Gotta make more coal, don't you know? There we go. And just keep going. But this is how fast you move on a road. It's about 4 seconds. And then comparative going up to the same stretch is about 6. Right here. So yeah, you move a fair bit faster on roads. Now that I think about it, maybe I should build roads everywhere. Not just between these two things. Alright. Deposit the iron. What do you need? I need hammers, of course. Why can't you just go grab your own hammer is a great question, but I'll give you mine. That leads into a few other questions. Are they ever going to get to making the hammer? They made a sword, so when I need a spare one. I do need a knife. What do I have in inventory? I'm just gonna place a big axe in here because I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna put that away for now. And then go put this firewood away. Which we can do by swapping out the coal. There we go. That's 3 more towards the next thing. And just stock him up on coal. Do I still have coal? Yep, still have 4 lines. So I'm gonna go place that in the metalworks. And that's why we have enough coal for now. For the next 5 to 10 minutes or so, give or take. Alright. Well, we got the next thing, which was this house finished and furnished. Now I just need to dash down this and assign everybody to a bed. Oh, come on. Don't let me out the door then. I'll do it this way. Alright, so we've already got 2. 1, 2, 3, gonna need to start on another cottage already. Jeez. Alright, fair enough. Just kinda wanna get everybody into a place. We could start on a longhouse, which, how much bigger? I mean, it's really not that much bigger. So fair enough. Let's get a cottage down first. We'll start upgrading to longhouses before too long here. But I want to get enough to say we're good first. And that means getting everybody going. I also need to find somewhere to sit with a fire, which is apparently not easy to find. Well, just take some firewood and dual purpose this. Alright, so we need 4 more firewood. 1, 2, oops, nope, put those away. 3, 4. And here we go. Active, hold to ignite, and once that gets going, we'll warm up right next to the fire. Sometimes it helps to dual purpose things. Ah, I didn't even notice this got done. We got the tier 2, or the tier 3 technically, so we could add more people to this. But now as well, I believe that adds the ability to upgrade this. If we do the upgraded in Bloomery. Right. But that also gives us access, I think, to the upgraded coal maker, which can use more than just firewood. So we're going to tack that on next. Oh, so much to do. And it's fairly slow, to be fair. that's the name of the game, really, is things move at a pace that's just kind of what it is. And I'm going to look at expanding the base defense. Another thing I should do is add a kennel. What does the kennel do? I know what it does, rather. I should look at... Area desirability is 10. It actually improves the desirability of the area. That is shocking. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on this so that we can get wolves, well, dogs, to help defend us. And that means, which is why I left this down here active instead of fighting it already. I'm hoping to find another active one. I should go explore this area. Place a waypoint there to go look. During the daylight, we'll go run around and look for another wolf den that might be closer by, place down some traps, try to get wolves, or wolf pups, so that we can get these guys started. We already had the 10. I need bark, stick, stone, big stone. Alright, we got everything. Do we have enough stone? Really should just pin that recipe. And while we're out looking, I can gather more, there we go. Now we only needed the 4. Let's start gathering everything up. I lost what I was trying to think of. So, the big thing we're looking for beyond that will be Wolfthar and where did I lose it at? What? Where is the thing? Oh, I placed it up here. Duh. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it was a long night. My cat is not doing well. But she's also, yeah, a couple days away from being 16. It will be shocking if she makes it that far, but yeah. Her stomach is shutting down. So I've been spending what time I can, and last night was not a good night for her. She couldn't even stand sometimes. Today she's acting practically like a kitten. So it's kind of we're waiting to see how things go. The vet has encouraged us to just kind of let her take her course at this point, because she's not in pain or anything like that. She's just kind of... Time is not being kind at this point, as is expected at her age. But yeah. What I was going to say, I think, was we'll look for Jotun blood while we're searching for another Wolfthar den. Alright. Well, this is the kennel built, which is fantastic. We can put one dog. Can we put more than one dog in at a time? Hopefully. Oh yay. We're sick. We're gonna take some meat with us. We're gonna take some poached eggs. Do we have any garlic laying around? I don't think we do. No. No, we don't. Alright, well, we'll just drink up and prepare ourselves any other way. Let's drop things that we can. Can this be used as fuel in the campfire? I don't think it can, but we'll use what we can, what we got, realistically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I'm just gonna add some fuel to the tavern. No. Over here works. 1, 2... Can't refuel, can't ignite wet wood. Oh, that's fantastic. Alright. Let's just do the tavern then. Two, three, four. We'll sit here for a hot minute and get warmed up. Alright, we're gonna head out and start exploring the part of the island that we've kind of skipped over for a bit. Just see what we can find over there. Well, there is a... Oh yeah, that is a wolfflower den. A lot closer than the other one. So we're going to use this one as our trapping spot. Oh! Alright. Try to take these guys out, because they are just going to be a problem. Yeah! Got one more. Guaranteed one more. Ow. Of course that was going to be the problem. Oh, there's another one. Yeah. Alright. And done. Alright, so we've got all those guys. We're bleeding. Yeah, that's fair. Alright. We can make a trap. Just gather the sticks necessary to make a second one. Deposit. Activate. Done. We just gotta wait for that to ping us saying that it's caught something. That's gonna be... probably... it's gonna be a little bit. It's usually about a day in game. So we just need to gather up the sticks to make a second trap. And that way we can get 2 going in quick succession. And you want to place these, to my understanding, near an active den. You can, in theory, use a inactive den. You can also supposedly just place them anywhere. I've not had that work yet, but I'm told some people succeed with that. I just haven't. But with that, I'm just going to harvest these wolfars, and that's going to be the end of it for the night. Thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to. And as always, have a wonderful day.